MRecktv.
Especially not you, like you can't right hand man. You see what I'm saying? No way possible. I don't care how much I'm beefing with somebody. I'm finna go on any platform with their enemy.
Yo, big shout out to MRecktv. This your boy Christopher Williams, and I have some exciting news for you. MRecktv we're presenting Ladies Night Out. That's like Friday, January 31st. That's right, Ladies Night Out at the La Familia Soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland. This is a night you don't want to miss. It's going to be some amazing female performance, comedy, music, and your boy C-Dub will be there performing live. It's going to be an amazing event. Tickets are going fast. Like I said, January 31st, Friday, 2025, Baltimore, Maryland, La Familia Soundstage. Great words of my brother, Big Daddy Kane. Don't meet me there, beat me there. It's going to be a great night. Peace. Bless.
Make sure you get your tickets now on eventbrite.com.
So when you see somebody like a 50 Cent, get involved with all this, federal wiretaps, Jim Jones being on these wiretaps saying what he said, with Mel on the line and 50 calling him individual one. And then Cameron, had a interview with 50 Cent, and that situation came up with 50 Cent bringing Jim Jones on stage during the time when Dipset wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Yeah, I was there.
You was there?
Yeah, I was there.
Explain that.
I mean, Jim just thought he was hotter than what he was. Like, Jim always, he ain't really too much care about Cam or the Dipset. He was more so about him and his brand. And, people was like, that's a better, 50 Cent is super huge. So he just took that opportunity, to make himself, the artist, better. He wasn't really looking at Dipset as a whole or how that would make him look. He was looking at the bag, the bigger picture, for pretty much people knowing who Jim Jones is. Which was like, it backfired, in his situation, because it just made him appear disloyal. Especially not you, like you can't right hand man. You see what I'm saying? No way possible. I don't care how much I'm beefing with somebody. I'm finna go on any platform with their enemy. And we supposed to be this close. That make the family look crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't, he didn't care. He was all about the money.
Crazy to the point whereas 50 comes on Cam's show and pretty much says to Cam, "Yo, I was just throwing the bait out there," you know what I'm saying, to see if he was going, take it.
So yeah, this like not no disrespect to Jim or nothing, but Cam is the person that everybody respected, you know what I mean? Even as far as the labels were concerned, everybody pretty much was trying to go through Jim to get to Cam. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 50 respect Cam. He really didn't respect Jim like that. And that, I think that goes back also to Jim not really being a real artist. So the fact that, 50 threw that bone out, he took it, it exposed the weakness. You see what I'm saying? Because it shows that you're not as strong as you present yourself to be. If I was able to come in here and get in and disrupt y'all situation, I can come in here and fuck this whole thing up. I could shake this whole organization up, which it did. Like, I know if I was Cam, I would have felt some type of way about that. It's like, bro, I don't care if we talking or not. Like, you don't do no shit like that.
Definitely. Especially when we publicly beefing, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I think things could have been rectified if Jim would have came to Cam and said, yo, even if Cam would have shut it down, like, yo, Cam, you think we could utilize this 50 Cent situation to take the Dipset thing to the next level? And even if Cam like, nah, fuck that nigga, we beefing, at least you had that conversation opposed to just going on stage. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of middlemen involved also. Like, it was a lot of people who was saying, Jim, you hotter than Cam right now. Because we did have like the streets, you know what I'm saying, like on fire with the whole Bird Gang thing, with the Harlem Diary of the Summer, and then the ball. And so it's a lot of people like, you don't need him. You can do this and you can do that, like gassing him up. It was a lot of divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? People was happy to see, them become separated. And then it was some people who didn't want to deal with Jim. But the fact that Cam was attached to him, you see what I'm saying, that made them deal with him. But it was just on both sides. It was people you know what I'm saying, gossiping in each person's ear, or you know what I'm saying, because it was like one comment that was made to me, that was like, oh yeah, Jha, you fucking with the other side now. And I'm like, what other side? Like, I thought we was all family. This is not a family, like, because let me know, like, you know what I mean, I didn't sign up for none of this shit. You see what I'm saying? I thought we was all working together as one. So it's not one no more, it's divided. So you see what I'm saying? It was a lot of tension building up, you know what I mean? And you can definitely probably felt some type of way that niggas like turned their back on him when, you know what I'm saying, it was a time for everybody to unite, you know what I mean, and become like a unit.
Yeah, facts. Now, in that situation, being that you was there, what was that energy like? Because it wasn't just Jim Jones and Juelz and whoever was, around that. Remember, 50 brought out Remy Ma. He brought out J Hood, and this is the time when Remy Ma was beefing with Fat Joe and the whole Terror Squad thing, and J Hood was separating himself from the Locks and all that. What was that whole energy like? Could you give us those visuals?
I mean, it was just like separation, like real cold. You know what I'm saying? Like like some gangs type shit. Like you over here, we over there, and that's what it is. You who you riding with. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good place to be in. You know what I mean? Like that ain't what I came there for. Like I came there to do music. I wasn't coming there for all that crazy stuff.
So when you got a chance to kind of like analyze shit after everything that happened, how was you looking at everybody? The whole Jim Jones situation, even the Remy and the J Hood. Did you like, damn, this nigga 50 just played everybody and niggas fell for it? Was you on that type of time? Because I was.
Like I definitely was like that, but at the end of the day, I don't know Remy's situation with Fat
Yeah.
Joe. I don't know J Hood's situation with Fat Joe. I mean, with the Locks, so I can't really speak on them. I can only speak on this what I seen from Jim,
Correct.
and like honestly, Jim just wanted to be an artist also, like, so he was gonna take any opportunity. Like Cam wasn't really vibing with Violator, and he was, rocking with Yandy and Mona, and Cam at first wasn't really too much keen to that. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot more in depth with that, like Jim didn't have to do 50. He was on some Jim shit. He wasn't never like I think he stopped thinking about Dipset as a whole for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he really just wanted to be a solo artist.
Got you. And the fact he brought this up recently in an interview, he claimed he was upset that Cameron got on that phone call with 50 and everything went haywire with their phone call, and they put out those diss records, towards each other, the funeral music, and then Cam had the Curtis joint. Jim was feeling like, well, at least he said recently that was some, that was some bullshit. Like he didn't have to do that. That shit didn't really amount to nothing. And then the fact he had his own situation at Koch at the time, it was like he didn't understand why Cam did that shit.
But you gotta understand, Cam had a situation at Koch too, and not even that. You wouldn't even had your situation at Koch if it wasn't for Cam. You gotta realize, like, Cam is the start to all of that, to everybody getting a bag. So where's your loyalty at this point? Like at the end of the day, you my dog, right or wrong. I'm not like in the light of public. We're gonna be united, but one on one, yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey man, you tripping. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what, like, the people around me, like my guy Moon, like we have real conversations. There's been times that we don't, get along or whatever, but nobody would not know that. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm right or if I'm wrong, he pulled my coattail in the same thing. So that's because we real friends. You know what I mean? Like y'all supposed to be real friend. You supposed to be this man friend like that. You saying that he was at your grandmom's house and all that. You see what I'm saying? But you can't go to him and be like, hey, let's think about this for a minute. You see what I'm saying? Like you didn't do that. You was beat you didn't care about no shit like that. Really, you was down with the beef until you got hot. When you got hot and 50 was like nah, come over here. He just only seen the dollar signs, and that's just pretty much it. The
Mm.
exposure and the dollar signs. I don't think he cared about all the extra stuff, because if you really sat down and cared about it, you wouldn't have done it. This is something that's been brewing. This is not something that's new. You know what I mean? He been had wanted to be his own person and do his own thing, which is not a bad thing. It's
Correct.
just how you go about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that shit. Don't be sneaky, and then once you get popping, oh, y'all niggas ain't fuck with me like that. I ain't never fuck with y'all niggas, and y'all get off my dick and da-da-da-da. You been wanting to say that. You know what I'm
Yo.
saying? You've been feeling like that. This ain't just happened 2025. This ain't just happened 2020. You've been feeling like this for years, 20, 30 years. When they used to probably be clowning you, you probably was mad as hell. Like, watch, wait, nigga. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not this is not something that happened overnight. You know what I mean? And then too, like I say, divide and conquer. You got a lot of people that wanted to see that happen.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that felt like they can gain from Cam if they get him away from Jim. And you got a lot of people that feel like they can gain from Jim if they got him away from Cam. Perhaps I could be in that position. Perhaps I can get close to you now. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, you have to be, all parties got to be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? To know, I see this coming, like I know what this is. So we gonna maneuver around it. It was one thing that somebody told me, nigga named DJ Shay, shout out to DJ Shay, Zoe Pound. He told me, never let somebody get in between. Like, if you walking somewhere or you out, never let somebody walk between you and your people. They got to go around. If you move out the way when they walk in, if you move out the way when they come in, that shows them that y'all can be divided. You see what I'm saying? And that always stuck. That always, shout out to DJ Shay, that always stuck. You know what I'm saying, with me. So even now, like, if I'm with some people and I see them move out the way, I be like, nah. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't on that type of time. But it's like, all of that could have been avoided if you would have just been, a stronger unit. But when somebody have ulterior motives, you see what I'm saying? Like, then that's what happens. People can come in and infiltrate your whole system.
Yo, big shout out to MRecktv. This your boy Christopher Williams, and I have some exciting news for you. MRecktv, we're presenting Ladies Night Out. That's like Friday, January 31st. That's right, Ladies Night Out at the La Familia Soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland. This is a night you don't want to miss. It's going to be some amazing female performance, comedy, music, and your boy C-Dub will be there performing live. It's going to be an amazing event. Tickets are going fast. Like I said, January 31st, Friday, 2025, Baltimore, Maryland, La Familia Soundstage. Great words of my brother, Big Daddy Kane. Don't meet me there, beat me there. It's going to be a great night. Peace. Bless.
Make sure you get your tickets now on eventbrite.com. Ladies Night Out. We need all the ladies to pop out. It's going to be a night of fun, laughter, and entertainment. We got comedians and singers such as Erica Nicole Clark, Ray Diva, and R&B vocalist Gina Rose, and more. It's going down at the La Familia Soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland. Make sure you get your tickets now on eventbrite.com. We also got DJ Moschino killing it on the ones and twos, plus a special performance by M.Reck. Doors open at 8 p.m.
Ladies Night, sponsored by Shantae Stanley at Inshore with Shantae. Peace.
MRecktv.